Hi everyone, it's Robbie Henshaw here. Thanks to all the Bro Ball followers for your questions. I'm going to answer 6 of those questions today. I hope everyone's keeping safe and well during the current circumstances, and I hope you enjoy. First question: who's the toughest defence you've encountered, club or country? All defences today are unbelievably well drilled and have a good plan. So most defences we play are tough. But to pick one, I think Racing 92 are a very tough team to break down in defence. They've big players and they're very physical and have good line speed. So they'd probably be top of the list. And then country wise, I think South Africa. Looking back at the World Cup, I think their defence probably was one of the keys to them winning the competition. Yeah. So next question: what was your favourite moment in an Irish jersey? My favourite moment was definitely getting my first cap. Growing up as a kid, I always dreamed of playing for Ireland, and then to win your first cap is an incredible feeling. What was better was as well, my parents were there. It was over in America, in Houston, and my birthday was 2 days later. So yeah, it was a really good week. Who had the biggest impact on your rugby development? I think all of my coaches, from underage and Buccaneers rugby club to my school coaches in the Maris College, and then probably going into the professional setup, my academy manager Nigel Carlin and Eric Elwood, the senior manager in Connacht at the time. He gave me my first cap at senior level. So they all had big impacts on my development. And probably not to leave out my parents. They always encouraged me and made sure I got to training on time, and my mum always made sure my stuff was ready, so I can't leave them out. How helpful was your Gaelic football background to improve your skill set? Yeah, so I always love answering this type of question. Gaelic was the first sport I started, and I played Gaelic and rugby side by side up until I was about 17. So I think Gaelic was huge in terms of, one, the fitness level. I always had good fitness from playing Gaelic, and that I brought that onto the rugby pitch. Number two, I think the high ball skills. So when I was playing at fullback in rugby, I always said that the high ball skills from Gaelic definitely helped me. So, and then probably three, the kicking aspect. Kick passing in Gaelic and the accuracy, that definitely improved my skill set for kicking a rugby ball. So I know they're different shaped balls, but I think definitely I was more comfortable, kicking on the rugby pitch. So I definitely think Gaelic complements rugby, and I think rugby as well will complement Gaelic in terms of sidestep and evasion. In rugby is also very helpful in Gaelic. So the two of them complement each other, which is great. Next question: with the current pandemic, how do you stay motivated and keep yourself occupied? Yeah, it's really tough at the moment because we're going from training as a team together in Leinster, and now we're back home alone, training alone. On a program that's been sent out, and it is tough. But I think for me personally, I'm just sticking to a routine. That's key for a start. So getting up at the same time every day and going to bed at the same time every day. Making sure I set goals for the week and make sure I have a plan for the week. That's also key. Again, I've been lucky enough. I've come back to Athlone, and my old school, the Marist, they gave me some gym equipment that I set up out in my dad's shed out the back. So I've been keeping occupied by doing weight sessions there, and I've been doing a bit of running on the road to stay fit. So we all have a part to play at the moment, and if we all stick to the protocols, I think hopefully we'll get back to playing rugby in the near future. Last question: the most skilled player you have played with? I've been lucky enough to play with a lot of skilled players. I'll name a couple. I think when I was first started off in Connacht, I think Dan Parks My eyes were opened when he took the field, because he was very skilled. His kicking game was incredible, and he knew how to run a backline very well. So he's definitely up there. Another player I always admired for his skills was probably Gordon Darcy. His running game, his passing game, he was always very good, and I always thought he was very skilled. So there's a couple. So that's all the questions that I've answered now, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe out there, and thanks again for listening. Cheers.